I used to be an ordinary Chinese boot. An accident caused me to travel to this world. When I wake up, has crossed over to a place called on the ancient supreme body of Shenpin. I know Shao. In the darkest times, the right path was established. I have also guarded the common people and fought in all directions. But when I ran out of staff, and I was scared, self-degenerate and become the supreme blood catcher. Just for the illusory appearance. But I failed in the end. But I'm not willing. No matter how strong the wind is, I have traveled through. Crossing to the sky. No, it's just a similar world. Life in this world is really miserable. In the eyes of the Supreme who slashed himself. And the endless statements of the four sides are all meat on the plate. No matter how elegant. Tianjiao peerless. In the end, it is just to maintain the supreme array of life. Even if someone could buck the trend, it is reaching the bottom under the eyelids of the great Supremes. You don't end up immortal. The ending is doomed. Or be killed by the Supremes in their later years. A residual accumulation is excessive. Or survive this calamity and die. Those who don't want to die will cut themselves. From now on, the world is born as ants. Become one of the culprits of the dark unrest. Lin Hao accidentally crossed over the body it occupies. He is a former human emperor. This person was extremely powerful when he was alive. Fighting all over the world. The opposite, even the Supreme who stabbed and cut a knife, never looked in the eyes. He is not only invincible and worshipped by countless creatures. However, such an arrogant, peerless figure, I was afraid of him when I faced death in my later years. Not only willing to cut yourself, self-proclaimed an immortal fate, you've fallen into the company of your former enemies, become one of the initiators of the dark unrest. From then on, it was cold-blooded and ruthless. Lin Haoguan has surpassed the original After a lifetime, I can't help but feel a little melancholy. I really don't know how to evaluate the countless blood disciples, the human race and so many lives in heaven and earth. In the end, he's not dead. Want to be immortal. I want to live forever. Even the right path to immortality. That's not going to work. There is an energy in the sky called immortal matter. The world is highly similar to it. Then this substance must also exist. But I want to condense immortal matter. Not an easy task. At least in the world, it is difficult to achieve. But nothing is absolute. Fortunately, in this world, there is a similar path to immortality. There must be traces of immortal matter above the fresh dew. The quantity cannot be much. As long as I have the courage to live again for the time being. Lin Hao's plan. Looking thoughtfully into the abyss on the other side. That Tao is also a black fog. There's a huge mist floating around, and inside is sealing another madman who cut himself. Violent Supreme Green Thunder Demon Emperor. He happened to enter the burial ground of broken already heaven by under chance. This abyss with the original together owner. For hundreds of thousands of years. And also joined hands to launch 3 dark upheavals. Better luck than the owner this time. In the last dark anime, Songlei not only has countless blood disciples, also devoured several quasi-emperors with his face. That is to say, the Green Thunder Demon Emperor's body is currently not only full of vitality. Thriving. Although I don't want to slaughter the common people but and live in the country, not only do I feel no guilt, on the contrary, it is still for removed the world. A major scourge. What's more, from the memory of the original is not owner, only, and the strength is extremely powerful. The risk of chaos is too high. Instead of facing the previous an intact Great Emperor, it is better to target the Thunder Monster Emperor. Sublimate. This is the living university. The strength of the Emperor's army is really tyrannical. It's easy to isolate heaven and earth, leave the outside world untouched. It seems you'd love to see us kill each other supreme. However, Lin Hao is not worried about anything. The other party has no intention of doing anything at all. I just want to protect the common people. Why is it necessary to oppose the impact of war on the outside world? What do you mean by Shenshao Valley? Why do you want to attack this emperor? Rust, don't go too far. Do you really think I'm so angry with the Thunder Demon Emperor? The Fruit Warehouse has been building the Demon Emperor's true invincible path for hundreds of thousands of years. You really want to make an enemy of this emperor. You are the Demon Emperor. I am Gudi. You and I are supreme. Which one has not been invincible? Invincible lifetime. But don't forget that the local path is before you. So what if I'm your enemy? Songlei has cultivated the power of his tongue so far. You must die today no matter what. And I will borrow your exuberant supreme vitality. Locally established. Xinqiu, you really deserve to die. If Ben Huang has the opportunity to sublimate to the fullest. What kind of wind is this in Xinqiu Valley? Why did you suddenly sublimate so much to kill the Azure Thunder Demon Emperor? Something is wrong. Is Xinqiu dying? It's true that this thing is a little weird. Xinqiu said to break and then stand. What on earth did he mean by that? Has he found one? Can maintain its own integrity, and the way to survive safely. No matter what idea Xinqiu has, I'll just wait and see. There may be unexpected gains. That shot. Over the past few thousand years, the strength has become more and more powerful. A small tower isolates heaven and earth. Really good means. It's really not to be underestimated. The earth has you to rule the world. I'm waiting. However, unrest in the restricted area was born, killing each other for some reason. I don't know if this is good or bad. It doesn't matter. I'm not reconciled. This emperor is not in anyone's life. Can sublimate to the fullest extent. How can you possibly be an opponent of this emperor? Songlei, your strength is good. If I let you do your best to sublimate the Linju Palace, the locals want to kill you again. It will never be as easy as it is now. People like you die so aggrieved. It's really sad. But local time is running out. If there is enough local life, why not fight with you? But don't worry. Your supreme life, the local won't waste a single bit of being one with me. Live for you locally. If you want something. The thunder is dead. Do you think you can still run away? These lines look familiar. It is a bit similar to the acute angle above the head of the Azure Thunder Demon Emperor. It's a pity that it's just imitating the law. It's not really an innate scripture, but the power of the push is still quite good. Or help me get ahead. Time to go, but it's a bit troublesome. Once I step out of this forbidden zone, that woman will. You will mistakenly think that I am going to activate the dark hole. What do you think so much about? That's it. Do I have a way back? This body will either successfully open up a path to life and live again, or fail and fall. Disappeared in the long river of history, completely vanished. There's a good show to watch. The sublimated flute. I don't know who is stronger or weaker with the living empress. Let them fight. Better to lose both. So I can take the opportunity to have an accident. Gather some more life. I kind of prepared. You think too much about magic. It hurts both sides. Did you forget? This empress is no ordinary emperor. He was too aggressive. 3 ancient supremacists who escaped the forbidden area thousands of years ago. But they all died at his hands. Xiao Group, I am sure that the road ahead will be the enemy of the local area. It's amazing. Is this the power of the earth? Really scary. It's daunting. They haven't really fought yet. He didn't fight with all his might. It's just a clash of soldiers. Shocking remnant. Enough to kill me 10 times, hundreds of times. Fortunately, there is a place for this. I care about the world. Protect the common people. If there is no empress, Xinqiu Supreme unleashes dark turmoil. We are all doomed to die. What law is this? How can it be so amazing? This woman is too strong. Don't realize the great emperor's law is too amazing. When such a major event can be performed, I'm afraid it's on the road to immortality. Go farther than you and me. Shen Xiaowei, he didn't have much life. Immediately sublimated to class and fought against the powerful but delayed too long. He must die. Something seems wrong. God has 50,000. Doesn't he know to keep fighting? He will die. Judging from the current strength of both sides. Even if Xinqiu doesn't have much chance of winning, it can still be done to turn around and wash the living beings and continue the vitality. Fighting with the Empress? What is your purpose in rushing out of the restricted area? Uh-huh. The blood and flesh were astonishing. It contains the laws of the zodiac. Could it be that it was left by a certain great emperor Yunluo? What the hell is this place? Even the earth fell in it. After that, only the next puddle of blood remains, a small piece of scattered corpse. Immortal Road. This is the legendary Immortal Road. It wasn't an accident. There is a rumor that there is a land of flying immortals in the western regions. Legend has it that endless years ago, a powerful ancient emperor Jin Yuanqiao River. I broke through the road to immortality. Afterwards, the space there has not been very stable, but it's not the right path. The powerful ancient emperor gained power. In the end, he came back seriously injured and ended his old age. Thank you for playing locally. So scary, no wonder it's called a dead end. Burial place. They kill chickens all over the place. It's not safe anywhere. I don't know how many wonderful geese have been around since ancient emperor fell on this dead road. It's really not a place for people. This almost unknown mysterious substance. It's not only rare, it's distributed. Even on the ferry road, there are not many left. What's more, those ancient emperors who forced their way into the immortal road. Rebellious. I just want to pierce the fairy deer. Enter the fairy world and become a fairy. How can there be leisure and elegance to practice meditatively? Therefore, it is even more impossible to detect the existence of immortal matter. At this time, because of the serious loss of life. Finally found it, although I have a gambling element. But I got it right. Sure enough, this world is similar to the sky. It's not just Sensino, so there is also immortality. Lin Hao's tense nerves relaxed. Discovered and confirmed the existence of immortal matter. That means you can't die. Prefer the immortal substance to rejuvenate the supreme vitality. Living another life is urgent. As for why cells come back to life, they lose their activity very quickly because Lin Hao had accumulated too much death energy in his body, only by condensing a sufficient amount of immortal matter to sweep away the dead in one fell swoop. It wasn't easy getting here, not to mention, he has already begun to meditate on the immortal substance. Impossible to look back. Even if a true fairy descends and appears in front of the locals. Even a slap. I also want to condense enough immortal matter. I wish this place a new life. Once again, decide the peak. Although the amount of completion of the condensed surface of the undead substance is not much. Ha 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 ha. I was born again. Thanks to you. Otherwise, I couldn't have condensed a sufficient amount of immortal matter. Don't worry, it's just a small damage. Let me remember it again. Not only will it bring you back to normal, it also makes you stronger than ever. Shenlei River on the line. Fairy light drifting everywhere. Any strand can threaten the Supreme. Since the power is so great, or use it carefully to attract side training soldiers. There may be unexpected gains. Although the Demon Emperor sword is destroyed, the materials used to forge this sword are rare. It can be used to re-sacrifice the sand fighting hat. The flow of time here stops at this day. It looks like it's going to take a while to find the exit. Since time stops now, then I'll bring more people. Go and see things in the historical stage. Accelerate and accelerate. In the real world, can't move into tomorrow. A false world dominated by me is accelerating towards a false future. Every important permission in life so clearly visible, then every moment of every connection. Causal connections are difficult. Data is endless, but it seems to be within reach. It's all about dreams. More than 700 years have passed. The buried line is still silent. Shenshao Inner Temple seems to have died inside. It's good, although I don't know the local area. Why did Shenshao force himself into that dead end? But his hands are covered in blood. Death is for all living beings in the world. It's not a bad thing, Master. Qingyun, do you know what your teacher called you to do? Please also inform your master to practice hard. Master sees it in his eyes, and blindly only know how to bury your head in penance. Not a good thing for you. So the teacher decided to let you out. Have a good experience in the cultivation world. Thank you for your teaching. Qingling will definitely live up to master's expectations. After you go out, don't mention to outsiders that I am your master, and your way. You need to find your own way. Master Qingling has gone. When I become a strong man and return as a quasi-brother, grab a group of beautiful men with your own hands to honor you. What is this? I taught him that. The bones were exposed and punched out from the inside. He's not dead. He is still alive. Impossible, what's going on? How is it possible that Shinshin is still alive? It's incredible. There is basically not much leader in the body of the god Pan. There's not much left. After sublimation, the first battle with the Songlei demon emperor and the western demon girl. It should have been lonely long ago, right? I sense death in him, filial piety. There is an incomparably exuberant supreme vitality. He is clearly out of the ceremony. I didn't expect you to actually survive. I can come back alive. Speaking of which, you also have some credit. If you want to fight the local people, you should accompany yourself. After all, you answered me hundreds of years ago. The local has not forgotten yet. You can't help it. Shenshao, how did you live another life? That buried heart road. What kind of opportunity does it hold? Say it, I will naturally not treat you badly. Want to know? You can find it yourself on the buried line. Immortal matter is scarce, rare in the world. If these supreme beings are allowed to lose material energy, whether it's such as Ningniansi, or for the creatures of heaven and earth, never a good thing. Zodiac sign, you are courting death. I advise you not to take care of yourself. I really thought you were alive again. It is the opponent of our three supremes. It's whimsical. If you refuse to hand over the method, today is your day of death. Not bad after killing you. We will carefully search for your soul memory. I can still get the way for you to live again. Just want to kill me. Why did his army suddenly become so strong? What's on top of the anger? Why let him live again? The emperor wants you to die. What are you still doing? Our three supremes shot together. Killed Shenshao Hanchi Dami. He can live again. So do we. Those hands are changing for you. I know who the things is. Shinsho revives. But in the end, it is the Supreme who slashed himself, not a complete emperor. He can't get back on his feet with me on this matter. But the strength after the maximum sublimation is also not small, no matter how strong the three Supremes are. If only this means, not yet his opponent. Sukari Shrine. Divide up the exuberant supreme vitality. The law of living in Luo Jizhong. You are extremely luxurious, so what about the realm of
Locals
Chongming
are still
Earth? Fearless. The old guy is not strong and still rushes to the front. What are you wearing? Do you really think you will be invincible after you have been sublimated to the extreme? To hell with it. Damn me, the ancient emperor of Taishu survives for endless years. The right path is still before you. Invincible. How could it be possible for you to return the reign? This emperor is not weaker than anyone in his life. This emperor is not satisfied. Although you and I are both the supreme king. However, between the emperor and the emperor, is strength really equal? You take it for granted. Some people stay where they are. Some people keep going strong and strong. Emperor since ancient times. Who dares to speak the truth and be undefeated? Who dares to be truly invincible? Since undefeated. Who is invincible? Why would someone who became an emperor of the right path die at your hands? Why did you meet the Empress of the West Kiln? You will choose to escape later. If it were not for one person in one life, no one would compete. An incompetent colleague like you. It can also be honored. What else? Locally, you have been shrinking for too long, and your body is too fishy. Be careless. Aren't you going to kill the locals? Really easy to bully locally. How could the strength of the Tiger Team's divine sails become so strong? Hundreds of years ago, when Shenpin killed Songwei Demon Emperor, a lot of effort in vain. Finally, the battle with Western women's coins. The strength shown is also not satisfactory. Although the current god has been reborn, but this strength is a bit exaggerated. Can kill one after another. The three most sublimated supremes. Empress, are you still going to attack the local area? Now he has been reborn. There is no lack of life in the body, no need to bloodbath the universe. At least for now. Before the end of Xinxia's life. It's not that bad. No need to fight it. What's more, the Supremes in the major restricted areas are If you really fight, you will lose both. The consequences are too great to control. God Shao, you used to be a great emperor in the past, sheltered all beings in this world. Although I am willing to fall later, but now I live again. The locals want you to think of the suffering of the people. Don't kill again. The locals will always be watching you. If you dare to be a disaster to the world. No local intrusion, even if there is a battle. Do your best to kill you and me. How did they fight? So strong, the combat power of these two is terrible. If you don't speak so much, you can't even imagine it. I know that guy. His name is Zhao Tiancheng, from the hurried ancient star. It is said to be the son of a certain great holy emperor. The physique is also quite amazing. Cultivated the intention of the sun and the moon. It was him. I've heard of this guy too. He crossed the starry sky to reveal his boyfriend Top 10 and opponent. Ranked 8th. He is an extremely powerful genius. As for the woman in Xingyi, it seems to be the 10th ranked Qingling fairy. Is that person actually Fairy Qinglin? This is with ordinary qualifications. Rising on star grain. Prestige. Completely not in the dark horse of any genius. Fairy Qinglin's cultivation aptitude is not even as good as mine. His cultivation strength surpasses countless people. You can really compete with the great geniuses for bribes. Not even the slightest disadvantage. But if you have to divide birth and death, I hope Fairy Qinglin wins. I think Fairy Qingling is very strong. But in the face of Zhao Tiancheng, who ranked 8th, after all, his strength is obvious to all. Look at Zhao Tiancheng's intention to use cultivation. The sun, moon and Qi Hui are so terrifying. Fairy Qingling. Zhao Tiancheng died. The method you practiced actually came from that person. I'm not reconciled to lose to you. Qingming Festival. Zhao Tiancheng didn't die. No, he's dead. Just not completely dead. Before he died, use this. Seal runes that are beneficial to the power of the remnant of his soul after death is the power of the earth. Therefore, out of line. When this and the power are exhausted, that is, he fell completely. When the self-made world disappears completely, drive away Zhao Tiancheng cautious remnant soul sane. Although the target is Fairy Qingling, but it's not guaranteed. What would he have done before he died? I'm not willing to clear it. I'm going to kill you. I want you to be buried with me. Clear Zero finally found you. Die for me. How did you meet him? This is a restricted area supreme. Even the master has a headache. Brother Ming Hyuk. Hands covered in living crabs. Not the one behind with the help of a wisp. The remnant soul of the power of quasi-earth is comparable. I'm dying. What the hell? Rao local cleaning. Don't let me go. Let go of me, I'm not reconciled. I'm going to kill Qingling, let me go. This obsession is quite deep, caught in the hands of the locals. You still want to kill. But you should never forgive local cleaning. Thank you senior for your shot. Juniors thank seniors for saving their lives. Definitely can't run away. If he wants to kill me, word. I'm afraid it's useless even if the master comes here. You little girl is quite clever. You are very nice. According to Solid, the cultivation base is stable. It seems that the Empress of Sunset has trained you very well. Senior, how do you plan to deal with it? I have a good heart. Although a little flustered at first, but soon calmed down. As expected of the apprentice trained by Empress Xiao. It does excel. Before the local forced entry into Buried Valley, your master bites your brother and shows up. I can still remember the brutality of the attack. And that feud. The local has not been returned yet. The relationship between the little girl and your master, you could say the world knows it. Now what do you think the locals should do with you? If so, senior, even if you kill the junior, it is a matter of course. Although the senior suffered under my master back then. But there is one thing that seniors cannot deny. If my master makes a move, senior wants to forcefully open the bone burying immortal road. It will surely end in failure. If the seniors cannot enter the buried bone immortal road, then of course there will be no new rituals. Little girl, you also know that the local is the supreme. Between heaven invincibility and earth bullies the small. The locals don't even bother to do it. My grudge with your master. The local will find your master to settle, not to embarrass a junior. And little girl, your mind is so heavy. Don't you see? Didn't the locals plan to attack you? If I wanted to kill you, the locals would have already done it. Why bother talking nonsense with you? This is for the sake of survival. Rack your brain and think hard. Afraid of saying the wrong thing. The result is all his own wishful thinking. Little girl, you also know that the local is the supreme. Between heaven invincibility and earth bullies the small. The locals don't even bother to do it. My grudge with your master. The local will find your master to settle, not to embarrass a junior. You are a forbidden area supreme. What to say not to bully the small? You old dang, have you forgotten how many times your blood has been smeared? Does the gunman still want face when he says this? Juniors, thank you seniors for not killing seniors. Why do you see at a glance? The master of the younger generation is the Empress of the West. You've been around him too long. Endured the influence of the Zodiac Emperor all day long. You still have that mark on you, but the local is the supreme. You can see it at a glance. If the locals just attacked you, that mark is bound to activate. Although there is no threat to the local area, but fighting is enough to delay to the true body of the West Kiln Empress. Although the locals are not afraid of you, but not yet. Master. When to avenge the revenge of the year? Senior. Is it too early to say thank you to the younger generation? Take back the praise I just gave you locally. You girl looks thick-skinned. Give you a little brilliance. You just kick it on your nose, right? No senior parrot is extraordinary. Prestige. Martial arts. Jingushuajin. No one has come since. Stronger than the world. Immortality is expected. Xiao, how did your brother like him? Isn't this just a sycophant? Your name is Jinming, right? I heard that damn thing calling your name just now. Yeah. The younger generation is indeed famous and clear. I wrote it down locally and let you go this time. It's not just that the locals don't want to bully the small. It is even more on the face of Empress Xiao. I don't want to get into too much trouble with him. You can get out of here now. Is Senior chasing me away? Why do you still want to stay here? I'm not afraid of local backtracking. Did I slap you to death with one palm? Pilgrims are devout and sincere. The part of the world comes. Kowtow step by step. Just to dedicate this work. Why do you know with killing intent? Pilgrim, who are you first? Looks like it's time to go out for a walk. If you can accept a few apprentices and cultivate them into a red dust line, we can enter the fairy realm together. Are the rumors wrong? But that's not right. Even the master said that his hands were stained with lifeblood. Not a good kind. Could it be that you live again? Can you change his temperament? It all looks good. Several of them on the reel of the starry sky, even more dazzling than Qingming. But if you look at it from another perspective, if these people are ordinary in talent and aptitude, can they still go this far? It's not that Tianjiao is bad. On the contrary, it is easier to become a genius. It's just a general subsidy like Qingming. Genius preconceived. It's sort of eclipsed. Not to mention apprenticeship. First of all, it depends on the character of the other party. Forget, follow around, will not betray. That's all there is to it. Only then can internet celebrities become immortals. Enter the fairyland together in the future. Someone broke through the quasi-descent. What an amazing breath. I feel, the direction over there seems to become a strip of Wang Yang. Who is it who is the first to achieve the right place? This holy sun is unwilling? With this flat tolerance, you dare to call yourself a genius. I can't hold my breath. Who is this? Why have I never seen it? It was his name on the list of natural pride, the third-ranked Qianyandao. I didn't expect him to be the one who was crossing the calamity. Zhao Tiancheng came back to life that day. The remnant soul chases after Qingling with the help of a ray of quasi-earthly power. I didn't expect him to be alive. I heard that fairy Qingming is also from Taicang Ancient Star. I just don't know if he and Qianyan know each other. Speaking of this ancient star of life ruled by the Empress, it's not easy. This time, Starry Sky Valley Land opens. It's a big hit. He actually rose to the top 3 in a row. Zundaji is really scary. The passing party is truly prepared. But it can only turn into a ball of ash. But what's really scary is not the obstacles that come down from heaven. It's the floating heart. Is this the third-ranked Tianjiao? Both confidence and strength are extraordinary. Even his brother-to-be Reggie can't do anything. This is the big broken arrow. Chasing the moon day by day, one can move through the universe. Claim to be able to drop all the stars in the sky. Twilight shot. What's going on? Hunshin's strength is beyond the top. There are demons and gods. And Zishiangio is ranked 7th. But isn't he also from Taitsong Ancient Star? Why was the first attack to stop the Millennium from crossing the tribulation? I thought there would be an accident, but I never expected the first person who couldn't help but shoot. Could it be with Qian? Years to the soul sky from the same planet. Despicable people think they are extraordinary on weekdays. The result is not dare to be positive and 1,000 words. Instead, we need to use such dirty means. This guy's strength is really perverted. It actually withstood all the pressure, successfully passed the preparation festival. Now there's a good show to watch. So strong, this is the quasi-horse. It can actually kill a great sage realm powerhouse with one hit. General trend. A true quasi-emperor respect powerhouse. So soon from my generation, rise from embellishment. 1,000 words are famous from this name. We'll return to the scriptures. It's a pity that there is a ballad empress in this life. Make Wandao submit. It is impossible to reproduce the second emperor. Otherwise, 1,000 words. Perhaps there is a chance to become a true, right path great emperor. Little girl, it's dangerous here now. Locals advise you to leave quickly, senior. This old man was also there. And what does he mean by that? A supreme reminder, well-intentioned or not. One thing is for sure, something terrible is about to happen. What's more, this old lamp is here. That's scary in itself. After all, in everyone's opinion, this old lamp is a man with blood on his hands. Connected, the bones are filled with cold-blooded and ruthless terror. No one can guarantee that he will come here. What wicked things will happen? There they are, but you have the imprint left by your master on you, presumably more than thin. Besides, he can't be a ghost. I believe it will be felt soon. God, how could this happen all of a sudden? How long has it been? Why is there another forbidden area supreme being born to cause chaos? That Lingzhuan emperor returned to the emperor. The rest of the creatures are yours to devour. Whose destiny? Heat me up. Give up. Oh, it's just an imprint doppelganger. Still want to block the phoenix. That's not possible. An energy condensed imprint doppelganger. How could it be so strong? Something is wrong. Empress Xiao pays attention to the movement in the restricted area. The birth of the two supreme beings cannot escape even the eyes of the law. Even if you are negligent. The Supreme appeared on the starry sky ancient road. He should have made it sooner. Stop this cartoon as soon as possible. Critical moment to the chain. Shouldn't have disappeared. Where did this person go? That's all. I am the valley of the supreme erstwhile human race. It's nothing to contribute to the world. God Horse actually has a supreme. The two supreme beings are born. It's not too late for the ancient road to the stars. Here comes another one. Now we have no chance of surviving. I'm not willing to die. General trend. With my talents and qualifications. Even if you can't be the right emperor in this life, can also become a quasi-emperor. Stand out from the crowd. Rise beneath the stars. But why did you let me meet the supreme envoy? If you give me more time, there is also an alternative right path. What is the supreme to fear? Just ants, dare to threaten the alternative right path to be our enemy. Strategy. Yu Wuchen, the fourth on the Tianjiao list, died. If you give me enough time, with my talent and aptitude, there is also an alternative right path. Even if you have nothing to fear. More shameless. I wait for the supreme to be invincible. How can you be in existence that can compare to ants? Die for me. Ha 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 ha. Die today. I am still a quasi-emperor, between heaven and earth. Never fall for anyone. According to the way of my quasi-emperor, the body is supreme from now on. And, if you dare to point your sword at the supreme, you are also worthy. Sacrifice. So what if you burn out? Supreme current, ups and downs. No local can rejoice in a wave in front of me. Ha 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 ha. So is the supreme. This is your ability. You are not invincible. Suppression restores the existence that heaven and earth must fear. That's a real letdown. Damn it, this emperor will tear you to pieces. The soul will never shake the sea of blood. Make your life worse than death. Why should the underworld be so angry? It's just a small wound on the top of the head. It's not fatal. As for the frozen dry goods, Chen Shao turned out to be. What the hell? Don't you think that's a bit funny? Here now, accept you and him. What else deserves a local word? You came for him? Your target is the emperor. You want to be my enemy. Why did this emperor offend you? For the innocent, for all living beings. Why do you need a reason to kill you? Shen Shao, do you really think that this emperor is afraid of you? Fight if you want. Why do you humiliate me so much? How much blood do you have on your hands? How many souls are left in Sendai? Don't you know it yourself? Now he actually says he wants to kill me for this common people. Don't you think that's funny? The gods are supreme. Shelter the world. Are you sure you're not kidding? Believe and unbelieve. After the local beheading you, facts speak louder than words. What's more, how do you know that the demise of the past is the present me? And now I am the god of the past? If the beacon dies, you wait like this, buried in the restricted area all day long. Hands and feet is not what I want. Now that I'm here, try to change it as it should. What's so great about living a new ritual? I really thought you could wash away all your sins. Return to the time when you share heaven and earth. You are so self-righteous. Even if you kill me, even beheaded all the ancient supreme beings, the people in the world will not forget. You are a cold-blooded and ruthless supreme. This fact, there's no denying it. But what the original Master God shouted has nothing to do with Wu Lin Hao. God Xiao Ruoxiao is expected to become immortal. How could you and I be reduced to the supreme of the restricted area? Live in the world by washing the world with blood. Injustice, whether it is you or me or any other supreme being, because it was shot dead, it's too far down this road and too deep. There's no turning back. What you did today, it's doomed to be difficult to move in the future. This vast world, these evergreen years will always remember you. My sins can't be erased and can't be cleaned up. It's like a cage that binds you and me in it. Besides, what will you do after this life? You'd better not regret it in the future. Ha 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 ha. Is it really difficult for the Supreme to turn back? Maybe it's really difficult. After all, going back is a dead end. But that's also for you. I have found a way forward. Even if you can't go to the fairy realm to become immortal, you can also put out the fire in this red dust. The ninth world's alternative true immortal Tao. This guy survived. This kid is pretty good. Remember that little guy just now? Resolute sacrifice. Smash the head of the Netherworld Supreme. This is definitely a rare talent. If you retreat like this, it's such a pity. Qianyan Dao, you regret it. Sacrifice one's own country and strength? Senior Ghost handle divine extinction. If the junior has no regrets, he must be lying. But in that case, the younger generation is also a nothing more than two options. Or get caught. Reduced to a bloodstone that extends the life of the Supreme. Or give up everything. A desperate resistance. Even death is worth it. Become a quasi-emperor. Compared to sitting still, you chose the latter. I have to say courage. Dark anime since ancient times. Really dare to do everything for yourself. Chasing your sword to the Supreme Land. Really not many. Too rare. You are very nice. Local is very optimistic. If you would like to worship me as your teacher, locals can promise to talk to you in person. In the future, you will also replay your brilliance. Don't say in the realm of forest land. Even in a future life. It is not entirely impossible for the right path to become humility an emperor. And nonsense. Do you worship or not? Locals will never force. Local will give you time to think about it. This is the spiritual liquid refined from the blood of the Nether Supreme. Can wash the meridians for you, rebuilding muscles and repair all theft injuries. Of course, this spiritual liquid is not given for nothing. You have to think about it before using it. Otherwise, it will be too late to return. In addition, there are local things to leave temporarily. There is still a Supreme over there that needs to be dealt with. Fragrance. One thought wartime. Why is Jenghis so powerful? God Xiao, you are the enemy of the supreme being. One day you will regret it. Want to run away and ask if I agree? This missing person, I'm actually willing to show up at this time. Arrogant zodiac sign. No thanks. If you really want to thank the local, might as well satisfy my curiosity. Did you pull it in before? Why didn't you show up until now? Forget it. Can't you afford to offend? Now that you have appeared, I'll leave it to you to handle here. The locals are not involved. What are you thinking this time? Is it true? Suddenly became a decent and good person. Good to see you've made your choice. It seems that the Supreme Spirit is not in
Although
vain.
the strength cannot be restored,
But at least part of his cultivation was preserved.
Didn't make it real.
Reduced to mortal. Disciple Kianyandeo greets the master. It doesn't require doling. From today onwards, you are the only direct disciple in the local area and the locals will never treat you badly. This is a local lifetime service. Self-created supreme law. You can practice. It can also be used against enemies. But remember, do not take this law as your own. The law of others is ultimately the law of others' practice. It may not be suitable for your cultivation, but you are the genius who has achieved the realm of quasi-earth. Out of your own way. Although not yet mature, but it's already pretty good. My Farney can only be borrowed from. Perfecting your own law is the top priority. Practice well. The future you will surely shine again. And see the light in you. It will surely become a quasi-emperor than it is today. In a word, you are right to follow me. Since the two major to non-community bloodbath on Starry Sky Valley has countless strong people to fall. Tianjiao from all star fields is a large number of this and quotient. Those who escaped. And they all went away. Returned to their respective star fields. For a long time. No more Tianjiao cases. The pomp of the world's conquest. This time, Starry Sky Valley Road, the two Supremes launched a dark movement. Too many people died, even those who are lucky enough to survive. Some psychological shadow will be left behind. But if you can come out of the shadows, it's not a kind of nirvana. There are still opportunities to shine in this life, but if you don't stand still. But it's completely scrapped. It's a pity that it was delayed on the road to Star Valley. Be the first to prepare. As a result, two supreme upheavals were encountered. The end can be imagined. I don't know if he's still alive. The British style has fallen and is unlikely to be alive. Indeed, many powerful people have expressed. I once saw from a distance the way of Kianyandeo's sacrifice. Desperate blow, with a sword and a tripod. The head of the Netherworld Supreme was smashed and bloodied. The Supreme God appeared. Kill the Nether Supreme in one fell swoop. This is a forbidden sea of blood in one of the 9 forbidden areas. Why is the Empress of the West kiln here? I remember the Nether Supreme and the Spirit Supreme. I was convinced in the scenic spot before my death. Now the Empress Xiao is personally calling the door. It seems that the Starry Sky Ancient Road incident is far from over. But the Empress came with killing intent. Obviously not good. Who said no? But who called out the hell in the sky? Xiao Yuming and Ling Tian were born. This has nothing to do with us. You don't have to come here to shock the world. After the destruction of the Blood Sea, it will be removed from the world today. Xiao, don't go too far. Status can. But to get rid of my muscle sensitivity. That sounds too loud. It's not good for everyone to wait in a hurry. Empress swallowing Xiao. I'm not the trash you killed in the past. What nonsense. I'm waiting for a battle. What about the earth that has been greatly sublimated together? It may not be impossible to kill him. Xiao, you deceive too much. Since you insist on using me as a model, then we don't need to be polite to you. I am waiting for the 3 supreme beings to be forced into the world. Xiao, you can't stop it. Ah. Master, Empress Xiao has one enemy against three. The situation is very dangerous. Aren't you going to help? What do you think of the local strength? Master once killed the three supreme beings with one enemy and strength is naturally soaring, and he was powerful, commemorating the forced birth of the three supremes of the sea of local community. It can't threaten the Empress Xiao either. He doesn't need my help. But I can take this opportunity. Take a look. How strong is his strength? Rest assured that the Empress will find a commemorative blood sea. I insist on counting lightly and deterring the rest of the Supremes. Nature is pregnant. Have absolute confidence. What's more, there are local. Just the three Supremes. It can't be messed up. There is something wrong with this tower. Beyond the scope of ground soldiers. Contains extremely amazing power of law. This is half a step of fairy energy. How is that possible? How many years has Xiao arrived? No matter how wonderful it is. The strength is unparalleled in ancient and modern times. It is impossible to continue refining a sword and half steps of immortal energy. This is really unexpected. He not only became stronger, even the ground soldiers have reached the level of half a step of immortal chi. It seems that I need to pay more attention to the Empress Xiao. Not easy to walk. This otaku. After the Master War is over, three Supremes fall. After this battle, those ancient supremacists in the Forbidden Zone. It is estimated that it will be remembered in the West Kiln Empress. In this battle, Xiao, your brother, the Exalts are watching in secret. I guess I can't sit still. But you'd be wrong. These Supremes live so long one by one. Although extremely conceited, arrogant, but also cunning, won't come out easily to die. After Xiao Empress's right path, ancient Supremes fell frequently. Huge losses. What's more, there are not only Empress Xiao plus in this local one. How do you think the Exalts will choose? They can't sit still. The Supreme is desperate for their lives. I don't want any more accidents. They want to escape. Good. You're smart. Got the idea so quickly. But I still have to correct you locally. How can the Supreme thing be called escape? That should be called a temporary avoidance of the edge. Master's lesson is that they are indeed not fleeing, but to avoid the edge. This is the Valley of Terror in the porch. Nine restricted areas except for two. The remaining 7 places are far away from the world. No longer appears. At this time, the great achievement has never been seen before and no one has come since. The Empress of Xiao is mighty. The world is at peace now, at least in this lifetime. Darkness and chaos will not recur. This is a pretty good place, Reiki Phonology. From now on, it will be your master's dojo. However, some necessary buildings are still missing. Master Good means such an extraordinary Taoist palace. It is estimated that even if an ordinary mortal enters it, you can build an avenue, become a strong person. Master is really atmospheric, really unreserved. Heart capsule. Talk to your Taoist merchant Gangyue. The cultivation realm has also fallen seriously. Don't think about it. For the time being, find a Tao palace to practice. If there is a problem, you can come to the local disciple Xuanmian at any time. A blink of an eye away from the 7 restricted areas. Spend over 3,000 years. And during this time, the major star fields have given birth to many restricted faces. They are no less than on the starry Sky 5 road. Those peerless geniuses who compete and quarrel. Some of them are far ahead. Powerful horse face, big star luck. Even the old Tianjiao from more than 3,000 years ago. Baiwei is in these reserve hands since the start of a brand new event. Chu Zifeng is actually him. He was on Star Valley Road over 3,000 years ago. Hit he whiny. At that time, the number 1 on the Tianjiao list. If not for the early age at that time, the 3rd-ranked youth, etc. Be the first to become ready. Then came 2 Supreme Dark Anime. Chu Zifeng is definitely from that period. A well-deserved first day. It seems that it was also known as Heilin back then. The incident of the 2 supreme calamities disturbing the ancient tomb of the starry sky. It was a great blow to the geniuses and heroes at that time. Otherwise, Chu Zifeng wouldn't have taken so long. Just stepped into precise adversity. This woman is also a genius of the older generation. But I don't remember who it is. A bit unfamiliar, can't remember. Gu Xianer's former pride ranked 2nd, you can forget that. I don't accept it. This should also belong to our younger generation. Why don't these old things die? One by one jumped out during this period. Could it be that you want to block the way forward for me to wait? Okay, not buddy, another one. This is already the 3rd one prepared. That's Fairy Qinglin. It turned out that he had long heard that this woman's origin was not simple. When the starry sky ancient road was chaotic, he was confirmed by many people as a disciple of the Western Empress. Master doesn't know what to order. Even your apprentice has had an accident. You don't have to stay local anymore. It's time to get out and move. Disciple obey. Master, please take care. What's going on? Fairy Qingming survived the quasi-emperor tribulation. How long has it been? Why did another one appear? Chen Yandao, that person is Chen Yandao. He didn't die. What Qian Yandao is still alive? After more than 3,000 years, he once again faced the quasi-emperor tribulation. It is about to return to the peak it reached that year. Incredible. Unimaginable. Someone who should have died. It can still reappear in the world. The once supreme 1,000 words are back. Become a quasi-emperor again. Continue to write the glory of the year. I'm afraid that Chen Yandao's strength will become even stronger. I can't believe you're still alive. The essence of shooting Chongming's main arm. 3,000 years ago, I conquered the first day. Arrogant pushing Bone Road radical invincible. And you are 3rd. As a result, the Xianyi department broke through and became the quasi-emperor. Even I thought you were dead. Sometimes I still think of you from time to time. I haven't been able to fight you. It's a pity in life. Now you and I are still on Earth. And they all stand on the same parallel line. Maybe it can make up for the shortcomings of the year. It is rare to say goodbye to friends who are also quasi-emperors. Count me in too. I wait for my hometown to learn a thing or two. I don't know what you two think. That's what I mean. It's so busy. When we meet old friends, we have to negotiate a game and divide them up and down. I guess so. I was surprised back then. A person with both talent and cultivation aptitude. Unremarkable person. How can you stand out from the crowd? I didn't expect you to be. It's just that if Empress Xiao knew. I've already fought you. Why are you talking so ugly? What's wrong with ordinary? So what if you have no talent? Do you look down on ordinary people so much? If you want to fight, I will do my best to suppress you. Looks like the catch-up ends here. Chen Yandao, you just passed the quasi-emperor tribulation. If we don't want to fight, we won't force it. You can find another time to ask for advice. No, I also just want to confirm my current path, then further improve my method. So stand over there. Hao Jiang, this is the battle of Quasi-Earth. Quasi first has a position of contempt. The 4 Quasi-Emperors are also enough to shake the world. If the Empress Xiao does not come out, major restricted areas and Supremes are not displayed. Under the sky. Who else can stand side by side with these 4? Think back to that year. I am also a genius on the road to Star Valley, but compared to these 4, it's like a cloud difference. I'm curious. Which of their 4 major doctrines is stronger and which is weaker? Therefore, Sienna was actually the first to prepare for defeat. It's a pity that there is land in the world. No one can be justified in this life, but if not, there are 4 main themes. It is estimated that it will not bend today. For many modifications, in the age of land, breakthrough may be the limit. However, for the 4 of them, maybe someone can take that step. Therefore, the alternative path. What are you thinking? The other way around is too difficult. I don't deny that some people have succeeded. You can look past and present. There are only a few people who can really take this step. From now on, whether it is an enemy or an enemy, I have no regrets in this life. Slow down, everyone. You two take care, so did I. You can survive and practice again. After all, I don't think it was an accident. What do you want to say? Hey, if I'm not wrong, since the starry sky real, you are still alive. This achievement, it should be inseparable from the Supreme God. Back then, Li Shenji knew that the sword pointed to the Nether Supreme. No matter what the outcome is, it is certain to die. Later, the reason why everyone thinks you've died. But now you are not only not dead. Instead, he recultivated himself into a quasi-emperor and the Netherworld Supreme. In the end, he died at the hands of the Supreme God. So if you have nothing to do with him, I certainly wouldn't believe it. Don't get me wrong, I mean no harm, just curious to make sure. As for the Supreme God Shao, tell the truth, although I am a disciple of Empress Xiao, but he also saved me from danger once. I'm still thinking about how to repay. Besides, even my master hasn't spoken yet. I have no plans to fight it for the time being. How dare my little Beckham see the moon and cause trouble? Master and Empress Xiao. Shouldn't it be adversarial? Not bad, as expected of the apprentice trained by Empress Xiao. Now that you've guessed it, I won't buy you either. Today's Supreme God selling is my master.